brand new banger. You're jamming with the hottest disc jockey. Exclusive hot new mix.
This DJ is breaking all the knobs off.
Let's go. Hot shit. Here it comes.
Right, here it comes. Ake ngiyibeke le ndaba kunomlaleli la osifonele wathi cha Mr. Anonymous vuga even if you are sleeping. So I had to call Emily and say, hey man, we need to shoot, and it was unexpected.
I mean, I was still getting ready.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I was still getting ready, putting the information together, you know?
Yeah, so...
I was like, we don't have a time here.
No, I thought I'm not going to shoot today, to be honest.
How?
Yeah, that was my thinking. And then I get this call from a woman and saying that, hey, you guys must shoot. She was actually demanding that we shoot. While we're at it, after this, I would say, gentle request from one of our subscribers, and we love it to see that there are people who really appreciate us, and that is very exciting. So smash that like button while we are at it, and get others, wake others the same way you woke me, wake others, so that
tell them we are live.
Yeah, so that we all remain woke as they woke me up.
I think this is the
Oscar.
first time that this is happening.
Yeah, it is. It is the first time.
For the very first time.
It is the first time. Actually, it's not the first time. I've gotten some before.
Okay.
But this one was like, no way. You're not going to leave us.
You're not sleeping today.
You're not sleeping together. I don't know who that is, but I'm sure she's going to come to the comments and tell us, yeah, it was me. I said that. Right, keep them coming, and keep the like buttons, keep smashing it until it allows you to actually register, and this is part of the register.
Yes.
While you are at it, please make sure that you actually do subscribe to this. And guys,
it will be that was me.
Was that
who called? Oscar Gumete says that was me.
No, it was not a male. It was a female that called the number.
How?
And then
there's Smamukwena says
yeah,
it's me,
and then
Mr.
I saw a missed call also. I think that might be Oscar. Yeah. So, guys, we are here. I prepared the case as usual. Obviously, I did prepare the case, but because I was like feeling tired after a long day at work.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm not. I'm dodging this one. I'm sitting this one out. But again, unfortunately, you guys called us, and we appreciate that. Emily Mshololo, today, she was playing her part. I don't know what you thought of TT after we talked about it yesterday. It seems as if, though, whatever that we were questioning here, it was indeed questioned today.
Especially the blood.
And the timeline. And who was in the car. And I think the only thing that we might have liked to know is how was the state of a person as a woman form in a car driving, how she was, you know. And then they said she was nowhere to be found At the scene. That person was nowhere to be found.
Yes.
Right. Emily, let us roll.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Mzansi Reality YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining us yet again for another review of the Senzo Meyiwa trial. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your views, your likes, your interaction, your comments, and everything you have to suggest. And by the way, you are free on this channel to make your comments, okay? Tell us your opinion and your recommendations. Do not hold back at all. Like we always say, this is the court of public opinion on this case. Okay, so your comments are very, very much helping the situation, and we are able to broaden our minds and see what's happening with this case, because we'd really like to see it through.
Yeah.
We want to see how it's going to go. And it's an opportunity, like I always say, a master class, to get to see an eye into a courtroom, what happens. You don't have to wait until you're in trouble with the law for you to know exactly what happens with our law. So learn 1, 2, 3, 4 things that you can pick up.
Yeah.
And it may help you somewhere, somehow. So thank you guys for all the support again, for watching the videos. We are really, really, really appreciative of your interaction. It means a lot to us. And yeah, Mr. Anonymous, today a lot was going on.
Was it?
But another interesting thing that came out of today is the fact that Mosia actually lied a lot.
Yeah. So as Mthethwa Ndlovu, eventually after a couple of breaks, he started now lying.
Okay, you know how we do over here.
Allegedly.
We get a warm-up. We get warm-up by reading various information and putting it together. The defense attorney in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial in the Pretoria High Court did not hold back as she told the second witness that the case had been poorly investigated because it was attended by inexperienced officers. Advocate Zandile Mshololo told Sergeant Patrick Mthethwa at his cross-examination on Friday that he had not left the crime scene unprotected. It would have been cleaned.
It wouldn't have been
It would not have been cleaned.
Yeah.
Yes, my apologies. It would not have been cleaned. It's because, this is what she said, it's because you were inexperienced. All of you were juniors. There was no need to supervise you on the work you were doing, and this case has been poorly investigated because it has been attended by inexperienced officers, incompetent, she said. So what did you think about that? I felt like the warm-up, you know how Advocate Mshololo does. Yeah. Like it's a
that's a good line of questioning. Obviously, you have to have the base of everything. So, for starters, Mshololo started on asking about the experience. But before that, let us exhaust the issue of TT also.
Okay, so you're very interested in TT.
Let us exhaust TT, yes.
Well, Titi Tobani, what I could get out of it was the blood. He definitely did ask about the blood. He asked where the blood was located. And he also asked about the evidence that he found in those cans. We go back to those cans. Did he notice the cans? And I also heard there was mentioning of the bottles.
Yeah.
But what was most important about the blood is that when he came back, he said he located the blood spots at the dining area or the sitting area, and they were like drops.
Yeah. Spots. Okay.
What did you make of that?
But he didn't find anything from the kitchen.
No, he didn't mention anything from the kitchen. He still is on the hat and the crutches.
Well, basically, I'm puzzled by the fact that this witness said there was no blood in the kitchen. For me, that was the only thing that actually made me think that, okay, perhaps then we can start playing with the theory of everything then being staged. You know, maybe we can start looking at that direction to say that if that was the case, because I think along this case, there is going to be that there was blood in the kitchen also, right?
Yes.
So if there was no blood in the kitchen when this sergeant, was it a sergeant at the time?
Yes.
A sergeant.
Was it junior constable?
No.
He was a constable.
He's a sergeant now.
He's a sergeant now.
Oh, he was constable at the time. Yes, this constable and his partner, they didn't find anything. There was nothing, right? The same thing applies to the bullet.
Okay.
It applies to the projectile that we saw, that we didn't see when they entered for the first time. And they say, well, the head, they probably might have seen or might not have seen it, but it is something that would have just passed their mind because no one told them anything about the heads, you know. So, but the bullet, obviously, if you find the bullet, then you start asking questions, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and that got me thinking. I started thinking.
What were you thinking?
What if? And I'm just gonna leave this theory here. What if we are busy blaming Mapiri, but maybe the uncle is the one that cleaned the house, and Mapiri probably was told to go pick up the cans, and then all of it was left in the hands of Mapiri afterwards. But this is just my theory.
Because it's also very interesting. The statements that were read by Advocate Mshololo, you know, they were saying that 3 ladies, I don't know whether there were 3 or 4.
It's 3 ladies. It's Julia,
Maggie Piri was amongst
Maggie
them.
Piri and Gugu, I think.
They entered together, and Maggie Piri was actually the one who was picking up the cans, or was starting to pick up the cans.
And he told them to actually do the same thing, but they
refused. So Maggie Piri may not be the one who cleaned up, because
it would be
the water was
there. Very interesting to know who instructed Maggie Piri to do that.
To pick up the cans.
Because it can't be that Emily, something happens in my house, and then my neighbor comes and collect the bottles. Well,
and even goes as far as to recruit other people.
Well, maybe mine won't even do it because he's a lawyer himself, so that would be but just coming in a scene where you were not there probably, and then you start cleaning,
that's weird.
And then it will be very interesting also to know who is this person who identified 2 people. If it's Maggie Piri, well, then we've got something there. And obviously this is just a public opinion.
This is your opinion.
Yeah. Well, continue reading. This is just a theory that, as I was watching the case, I was also thinking about it.
Hi, are we done with Titi?
Yeah, we're done with Titi.
So what do you make of Advocate Mshololo starting off with the experience? Like, let's say...
Look, it was a build-up of what Mshololo wanted to ask. Remember, in court, not unless then you are one of those lawyers that are very good in trying to make... There is a different way that I would categorize people's questioning. There is that questioning that would make you feel comfortable, which would ask you silly questions. It's a psychology part that plays more there. So I'm making you feel or start to trust me. Because I'm asking you questions that are not related to whatever that was. Ne? Yeah. So in this case, it could be that, but no, because eventually the experience came in. So just Maggie was creating Mshololo was creating a foundation for his case, for her case. So everything Mshololo was asking, it was going to be asked eventually, or it was going to be correlated to certain things that you probably did not perform or you performed as a junior.
Because you were a junior
yes.
at the time.
They
needed supervision because this was a high-profile case.
Yeah, it
was. They
was.
needed some kind of seniority or senior person who would look over them as they were handling the crime scene.
Yeah.
Because it was a high-profile case.
Yeah.
So he refused to talk about his qualifications. He didn't want to answer what kind of qualifications he had. He only mentioned the police certificate.
Yeah.
And he flat out refused. He said, no, I'm not going to share anything about that.
Yeah.
Right now, Meyiwa made a trial. Evasive police officer contradicts forensic expert. In quotes, I have a reason why I didn't mention them. It is because they were students and were not even allowed to drive the work car, he told the court. Okay, we're still at Mshololo.
Now,
Mshololo
I think we are jumping something here. It was after the question was asked
Okay.
as to how many people were in the car. And the Mthethwa kept on saying that there were 2 people in the car. And then not up until then, Mshololo started emphasizing and poking more on that direction, that then there were actually 2 students, or do we call trainees, basically.
Yes.
So the man said that I didn't count them because they were junior at the time.
Yes.
I didn't count them because they were not important. So that means, and there are rules in that. There are rules in that. Apparently, you are not supposed to leave the juniors alone.
Or you're not supposed to leave them alone.
Yes.
With the crime scene.
That is the reason that he said. And I would say this again. Mthethwa was there for taking, but because TT did not play his part that much, Mshololo was left with a little bit to play with. She didn't exercise that power. So now have you got into the part where you are going to get it into like that chronological order, basically, because it does have, if we jump one thing, it's gonna sort of divert us or even take us away from the whole case.
Well, I could read my notes, but
Yeah.
the thing about my notes is that they're all over the place, so I don't rely heavily on them.
Okay. Yeah. So basically for me, what I realized in the morning was that Mshololo asked the qualification question so that he can actually get the guy to say, yeah, maybe I was a junior. If he was honest, he could have avoided a lot of questions, because then Mshololo would have just rest his hair case in one direction to say that all the mistakes that you made, it's because you were a junior. But because the guy refused to admit that he was a junior at the time, Mthethwa, then Mshololo kept on poking as she was poking those holes, showing Uguti, actually, all these mistakes are rookie mistakes. All these things are rookie things. You are not supposed to do this. You are not supposed to leave the scene unattended. You are not. This guy tried to defend as much as he can when he said, okay, maybe they cleaned the scene before I arrived for the first time. No, now that was the part where actually
I started to unravel as well. I felt like maybe he has a point there.
Maybe he has a point. That's why I'm saying that the uncle, for me, what I realized from what was happening is that the uncle probably is the one who cleaned the house. Because you don't get a call, Nje, to come, here's the key. That's it. No one explains what you need to do, nothing.
And when Mthethwa describes and says, we got in the house briefly, I saw the cans, right? You saw the cans. You still came back and you still see the very same cans. Some people saw water.
Yeah.
So the cleaning possibly might have happened way before they even called the police.
But then there's these 3 statements from these people who were in the scene. Probably Mepir is also part of those statements.
Yeah, it's Sylvia, Happy Ngubeni, Maggie Piri, Julia Mosia, and Gugu. Yes.
And those statements are contradicting what Mthethwa is actually saying.
Because they were trying to to put it to him that it's in those hours that you went to the hospital
Yeah.
that the crime scene could have possibly been cleaned.
Yes.
And Mthethwa was trying to cancel that with everything.
Yes. Yes. Mthethwa was actually against that with all. Like, for me, do I think Mthethwa is as clean as he claims? No, I don't think that he's as clean as he claims. But also, I don't think he could have been part of the whole situation. The reason why I'm saying that is because when other things needed to be performed, Mthethwa was excused with everyone else that was considered maybe junior at the time, because he's even calling them induna, the seniors, basically.
The big bosses.
The big bosses. So I don't think that Mthethwa knew much. So what annoys him is that he's not, if anything happened in that house that was illegal, he's not gonna go down for people. That is why there is that evasiveness. And by the way, guys, what did I say about the pocketbook?
Oh, the pocketbook did not show up. No, there was no.
Yeah, I did
pocketbook
say that
today.
it's not gonna show up.
In fact, there's something that was said, and I heard of it later on in the case, that the pocketbook was not gonna make it.
Yeah, I knew that it's not gonna make it. There is no way. If it did make it, then that pocketbook would have been a new pocketbook that was
It
filled
would
with,
have been a new one.
Yes.
What are you saying?
Because look, do I think this case is as clean as they come? No, I don't. I really don't. I don't think this case is clean. No, I don't. By no means I think that this case is clean. It looks like a case that was created based on how people would perceive it. And maybe the loophole of creating it was that no one's going to follow this much. Maybe it was not even supposed to see a day in a court. Do you understand? Hence, there are two dockets. It was, for me, it was not supposed to see the court, because it is the first time we have a case that has two dockets. It's a new history, and people that are studying law now, they're probably gonna get these cases, these scenarios where it's two dockets. Apparently, it has never happened. Yeah, that would be it from my side. You can continue then reading on your side if you have.
Well, on that statement that they brought up, the one written by Sylvia Heping-Gubeni, the statement there, uthi bekunamanzi phansi, there was water on the floor, on the passage, right?
Yeah.
And she says she was surprised to see the water on the floor where somebody was shot in the house. And this is that assumption of that, what if this thing could have happened while the police were at the hospital? And then she continued on the statement to say that Maggie Piri was starting to pick up the tins.
Yeah.
Maggie said that they needed to pick up those tins so that the police, when they arrive, they must not see that the people in the house were drinking.
Yeah. What is the point of that? Drinking is not illegal. Drinking is allowed. Why would you clean the house? Because drinking is allowed.
This is where I also feel like there might be a point to the house may have been cleaned way before the police were called. Because listen to what Maggie Piri is saying.
Yeah.
We need to pick up these tins and bottles so that the police, when they come, they must not see that the people in the house were drinking.
And that doesn't sound like someone who has a knowledge that there were police here. And if that is the case, then the uncle should have told them that the police have already been in this house.
So Themba,
that's why I'm saying, Emily, to me, Mepiri, I might blame her and maybe not that much. Because if you are given half clash, we call it half clash at work, because if I'm supposed to give you or hand over something to you, I just give you just a half clash so that you don't take over my stuff. So information that is not full, as to say, if I call you and say, hey, Emily, look, man, get in my house, clean my house, there's something happened there, just take out those bottles, make sure that there's no cans and whatsoever there. Do you understand? You don't know what happened. No. And you're not going to ask a lot of questions, and I drop my phone. And then you go clean there. And then all of a sudden, this whole case rests on your shoulder.
Hey.
Because I have a question. Mthethwa kept on saying that there was no Kelly in the house. Right? Where was Kelly? Where was Kelly? After someone got shot, you leave the deceased of your boyfriend with your mother.
At the hospital.
You rush someone who's limping, a friend or something, right? To home.
But they didn't necessarily say that the person was limping. What Mosia narrated was that the person was not feeling well. It was a male person, but they were not feeling well.
Yes.
And they needed to be transported home.
Okay.
Is what Kelly told Mthethwa and Constable Matebula at the time. They arrived at the hospital, and on their arrival, there was a car that was coming. Right? Out of the hospital. And it stopped. And Advocate Mshololo was insisting on asking, how did you know that the person in the car or the person who was driving was Kelly Khumalo? And he said that his constable, his colleague, Constable Matebula, was the one who hinted that this is Kelly Khumalo. And he also said that he couldn't recognize her, alluding that he did not know her. And he said that he introduced herself as Umama Wengani yaga Senzo. So Senzo's baby mama, that's how she introduced herself.
Yeah.
And then she told them that, you know what, the deceased body of Senzo is in the hospital. You will speak to Khumalo inside.
That's your boyfriend that you loved dearly, that has passed away. You are driving yourself back home, right? Does that sound good? Does that sound right? Is that aligning?
Kushuku strong yena.
You are driving yourself back home, and you even stop because you see the police van. You stop and introduce yourself. And then when they come back and direct the police as to where they're going to find, who they're going to look for, and you drive wherever you went with your car. Well, that sounds like a very strong person. You must be strong.
She's extremely strong.
You must be strong.
To even think of driving out and going, you know, most people in that state, I remember from the documentary where Mandisa fainted.
Mandisa fainted. At
the hospital.
And Mandisa was not part of that, right?
She didn't see it.
She didn't see it happening, right? From the first hand. She only saw the end of it with the body of her husband laying there with a bullet in her chest. She fainted.
She didn't even see the body. But due to her, she fainted when the nurse came to announce that he's no more.
There you go.
She collapsed.
There you go.
But Kelly drove somewhere.
Very strong.
She's very, very strong. She's a strong woman.
She's very strong. But when Ganiake just passed away in front of her after the whole story that we were told on a documentary, and then you are able to drive back.
You drove him to the hospital.
And then you still drive back. I understand maybe driving to the hospital because you still think that there's something that you might salvage. But after that,
you still have the strength.
You still go back
somewhere else.
You still
We can't
go
even
back?
say that she drove back to the house. She obviously drove somewhere else.
According to what we are hearing now.
According to what we are hearing,
Because she was
when
nowhere to be found.
constable at the time, Mthethwa, said that when he went back the second time, Kelly was not there.
That is very strange to me.
Guys, I don't know.
Now, there is an issue also of time. Now, let us go back to the issue of time.
Okay.
You didn't this Mthethwa guy say that it was 10 when they were? It was around 10 when they in the station, right?
He did yesterday.
To what? To deport? To actually oath all their statements, right?
Yes, to clock in the statements is a term that he used to close the statements or something like
To
that.
oath.
Yes.
Yes.
At the police station.
Yes.
At 10.
Now, all of a sudden, 10 was the time they started writing
The statement.
Isn't that trying to chase the time of Mosia?
Yeah, today sounded like he was chasing that time of
Isn't
Mosia,
that trying
of
to
12
chase the
o'clock.
time of Mosia, of 12 o'clock?
He was.
Because now we are playing around 11 or so, in between.
He
There, right there.
arrived back at the police station now at 11:30, but it wasn't before 12.
That also got
It
me.
wasn't at 12, sorry.
It got me worried.
Now me, I was like, hi, Bana.
Every time they took a break, this guy came with
With a
more
different version.
contradictions. Every time they took a break,
Especially around the time
he
frame.
came with more contradictions. I was worried about that.
That is a contradiction and a whole. That is wrong.
Let us give you time, as usual.
To
It's that time
digest.
to digest, and let us give
Yes,
that time.
yesterday I did not read the comments, and today I want to read what you guys are saying.
Yeah, but before you read what is being said here,
Mm-hmm.
we need to just exhaust everything. Then we will be able.
Okay,
to,
then I'll come back.
Yeah.
Guys, I need to read your comments. This thing,
So we're giving you time to like, share the video,
share the video, share
subscribe,
the live stream,
and then drink water
and
because
take a break.
this case is as hard as they come.
Hey, guys, today I feel so overwhelmed. I felt like today a lot was happening.
Yeah, a lot was happening. A lot was happening.
Today, angazi ukuthi ngibambe kuphi kuyeke kuphi kuyeze. Yesterday, it's a mess. Today was a mess, guys. Today was just too much for me.
Yeah, I see we have 43
Information overload.
likes, guys. Can we have that to 50 at least? Because we have 246 people
200. Shout out to 246 of you that are watching us
our
right now.
videos. Please let us increase those likes, guys. Let us push this video because we need that. We need that energy, guys. As I told you, I would do anything for you, but also, please, man, please, do something for me. Do you hope that the people, the two juniors who were in the car, also have their statements? And they do, actually.
Yeah, I'm hoping that that's the case. If they can also be called in as witnesses, that would be very helpful.
What did you make of Mthethwa overall?
I'm Mthethwa was trying to save himself. That's
Yeah.
all I can say.
I saw a guy who was trying to save himself because, that's how I said there is a bit of truth in what he says. Even the fact that the part where he said they were excused, they were told that their job is done. I do not understand these levels. We are not talking about something extremely here. Yes, it might be someone who's known, but it's someone was shot. That's a normal thing that police deal with in South Africa.
Yes.
Why do you need to excuse these others? Why? We are not talking about big. Why do you need to excuse other people, other eyes? Because they are all here as law.
Another interesting thing that came from Julia Mosia's statement, I'm going to read this last part.
Yeah.
We stood outside and the police van with 2 police officials arrived at the scene. At that time, there were a lot of people in the yard. also in the street.
Yeah.
The police put the police tapes to prevent other people from entering the premises, and I saw them talking to Themba Khumalo.
Exactly. The same Themba Khumalo that now and then is going to pop up. Now and then. We're going to see this Themba Khumalo popping up now and then. Why do I think he played a certain role? It's because of that. As I'm saying, look, you can't just call someone and say, you could have just locked the door. Why did you need someone to come and lock the door for you? And the time you took to actually wait for someone, I don't know where this guy stays. And I would like to actually know when he comes to the stand, where do you stay? That would be my starting point. Where do you stay? How long would it take you to actually reach this place of your sister? Because what I want to know is that these people sounded like they were in an emergency run, right, of going to hospital. The time they took to wait for an uncle
How long
to come
does Themba Khumalo
and look
stay?
after the house, and that house,
How far away is he?
based on the
from-
pictures, is there anything valuable that much in that house that you cannot leave it unattended?
Maybe at the time, we can never say. Maybe at the time it was. there
No,
was a
the
lot-
pictures are there, Mos. I didn't see a big screen TV. I didn't see. It was just even the kitchen. What was it that was important in that house that you couldn't leave the house and just go straight and make sure that the guy actually gets a chance of surviving?
I don't know.
So
I
if
don't know.
if the theory of 6 o'clock was the truth, then I've got something more scary to say, because it is going to be scary. If the theory of 6 o'clock was really something to go by, that means you waited up until 8 and the person was still alive at that time. Right?
Yeah,
And according to you, he was still alive in the car.
in the car.
And if that theory is the truth, that means you waited for this person to actually pass
There was
away.
a lot of waiting
Yeah.
when he could have been sent straight away.
Your intentions
lot of
then
waiting.
were not to save the person if that was the case. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Everything we said allegedly.
Yes.
Because we don't want to be sued.
We are cracking our skulls here, trying to figure out what is going on.
Because everything is just scary.
Everything is just scary.
And I was worried about hearing that police station is 10 minutes away from me.
Away.
Really? Really? That means you could have run to police
It's
station.
not even
One
the
of you.
police station. The locals are another hospital. It's also not that far.
Wow.
It's like 10 minutes away, according to Mthethwa.
Wow. Well, let us take a breath and read some of these comments, but there are too many.
There are too many guys. Okay, I'm gonna randomly select the ones I see interesting. Then, guys, forgive me if I don't read your comment. We are working against time here. Let me go up. Lungisile Stole says, good evening. Was also waiting. I enjoyed your yesterday review. And Dumisani Nko say, hi guys, how are you? I was waiting for you guys. And Ciliam Twinning says, let's speculate as to who Kelly was taking home when she met the police at the hospital gates.
There were two guys.
I wouldn't go as far as to say that, because as I was listening,
There were three guys actually.
there was one guy that is being mentioned that Kelly said was driving home. And then Utumelo is mentioned, I know Khumalo, at the hospital in the family section while they were waiting. Because when Mthethwa arrived,
Where is the other guy? Yeah, that was Dumel. Where is this other guy? Mtog.
Maybe.
Where is Mtog?
Maybe he's the one who has been driven home by Kelly, allegedly.
And Mtogo
I'm speculating
according
here.
to the documentary, Mtogo did not stay that much after that.
He left.
He left.
Oh, thank you, Lufate. Lufate just donated 35 rands. Thank you so much.
Wow.
And shout out to Lufate.
Wow.
And shout out to Lufate. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wow, Lufat. Hey, we don't get those ones.
We hardly.
We
It's a
hardly
very
get
dry
those ones.
season
It's
here.
a dry season this side. We are told to hey Nina, wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank
though,
you very much.
Beside jokes. So we had 3 guys. Very interesting though. And I've been hearing all this. I would like to hear the side of Longwe.
Longwe Twala.
Where is Longwe in all this?
Of this. Where is Longwe?
Where's
guys?
Longwe? You know, we're not hearing out of all these people. There is no statement of that says there was Longwe. We've heard of maybe Mtogo. We've heard of Tumi. Where is Longwe?
But nakhona kuyi-case 636 CP statement, e-statement zabantu abalaphe, people that were in the house. Where are their statements?
You know what scares me? What scared me about the case 636? And maybe if I was the police also, if I was my choice, I was gonna do the same thing. I was gonna create 375 because seemingly there is. I haven't had longer statement. According to if any questioning that was there is anything to go by, Khumalo was not going to be called, meaning probably there's nothing from Khumalo, right?
There's no statement.
There's no statement. Remember? Because if you have a statement, then you need to be called.
Yeah, your
so
name
that
is called.
we kill that hearsay's evidence and create proper evidence, right?
You guys heard Advocate Baloi when he was saying that people should not speculate, should not bring people that are not going to be on the witness box. So that is why they were fighting from the mentioning of Khumalo.
I felt
giving the hand.
I felt that starting with Mosia was a bad thing.
idea.
Because look at this now. Now I want Mosia to come back.
Yes,
Because Mosia might have gotten away with a lot of things.
he did.
You know, I want Mosia to come back.
Can we say that Mosia ruined this case?
Because we were feeling sorry about Mosia. Hey,
Can we say that?
He could. But seemingly, from all these contradictions, icon, guys, no way. No way, guys. No way. I feel like we are being robbed. Mosia, he must come back, this guy.
No, he needs to come back.
He must come back. No. He got away. It was quick.
It looks like it's also gonna be worse. You know, today I felt weird. I felt like Mosia lied and lied and lied and lied. That's how I felt. I felt very weird.
Yeah.
I felt like I'm getting confused.
And you think-
and then I begin to think, did the state start with Mosia?
I don't know. Because he's a key player here. Mosia falls under that group of seniors that excuse the sergeant. This sergeant
You
was a
want
small
to
fish in the
save
pond.
Mosia for last. You save the expert for last. Doesn't it work that way, guys? If you are in the legal fraternity, just give us a small hint. Don't you end with the experts?
I told you. I didn't feel that thing of Mosia is sick and all that and we must feel sorry for Mosia.
He lied.
I feel like he lied, allegedly.
No, allegedly, but he lied.
But
Even he knows he
there were
lied.
few
He
things
lied.
that were contradicting.
Okay, another shout out to Oscar Gumete, who donated like 32 rands.
Thank you, Oscar. Thank you very much.
Oscar. Thank you. We appreciate it so
No,
much.
I feel like Mosia got away with a lot of things, in fact. That is for Oscar.
Oscar, thank you.
There is someone who was trying to call here, right?
Okay, just check on them quickly as I gather my thoughts. We know what I'm realizing is that articles are no longer so helpful anymore.
Yeah, because people are not gonna be writing a lot about this case. This case
No,
is important.
it's like there's less and less and less writing. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I should find one journalist that I can follow or something like that.
This case is important. I mean,
Yo.
like it is showing everything that is done behind the scene in SAPS. Now I get it why Mosia would be a problem. I mean, therefore would be a problem.
Why would Alwenge expect?
I don't understand. Next thing you follow with juniors.
Because now it seems like we are on Nagala. Everything is getting ruined. People are getting even more confused. People are no longer following what is going on. It's too much.
No, it's not. It's not too much. Mm-hmm. I like the speed of finishing with Mthethwa. That speed was very good and it was swiftly. I liked it. I enjoyed it. But now, this is the time where you say, Your Honor, can we ask that we be given time to re-examine Mosia? Hello.
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 Welcome to Mzansi Reality.
Hello guys, how are you, Mr. Anonymous, Emily?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Mshololo.
Yeah.
Mosia must come back. We want Mosia here.
Mosia got away with a lot of things.
He must come back.
And who's this guy was testifying today?
Mthethwa.
Mr. Mthethwa. When he arrived at the scene, there were guys who was chasing. Now he's going back to the hospital.
No, I feel like he covered himself now and then. Very evasive. Nothing more to give. Keep on increasing your...
Then
yeah.
Mosia, man, he's the... Yeah. Man. Hey.
He's one of the seniors that excuse. He was the second senior person to come. Right? The second after Zwane, right?
Yes.
Then there was Zwane.
Yeah.
Zwane briefed Mosia. So Mosia, Zwane, Brigadier Ndlovu, wherever Brigadier Ndlovu is in heaven or where, I don't know, but all those people, bring them together. We need them here.
But Mshololo, we are banging Mshololo. Let's give him a round of applause this time.
You are right there. You are right there. We need to give Mshololo a round of applause.
Let's give her a round of applause.
She's doing a great job. And very slowly. Yeah, very slowly she's going to get into a point where someone is going to break. But I feel like this constable was there for the taking. If it was two people.
Today I'm happy. At least we found something. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you
for calling.
Yes. Guys, the lines are up. They are
open
running.
the lines, guys. You can call and
Please
tell us what you
smash
thought
that
of
like
today.
button.
Quickly, Mr. Anonymous, there's something here that Khumalo, who introduced herself to Mthethwa and Constable Matebula.
Yeah.
At the hospital, there were a very interesting series of events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mthethwa said that they asked the nurse and the nurse pointed at the passage and the family was there. She then told them who she was and they made a request for her to go back with them to the crime scene, right?
Yeah.
Which is the house.
Yeah.
So on the way there, Gutiwa Khumalo was telling them what had happened. Said two men entered the house.
Hello.
Okay, let me mark it here.
How are you?
Hi.
I'm good. And you guys, how are you?
We are good, and you? How are you?
We are good. Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, sorry.
There's a small factor here.
Yeah.
I picked up.
Yeah.
An interview where Kelly says her kids were traumatized by what happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then these guys, no way would Kelly take her kids and put them in the car with Senzo being shot. The guy never mentions kids when they meet him in the hospital. They never mention the kids. Even Khumalo leaves the hospital and the kids are not there. So I want to know, where are the kids? Because Mr. Mosia said when he went into the house, there were kids there.
I would leave that. I would leave that to neighbors.
Sorry?
I would leave that to neighbors. Remember, there's that theory that this boy ran to neighbors at some point.
On the documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the documentary.
Yeah.
In the documentary. But then, them themselves have not mentioned it yet.
Yeah.
Yes, and then when Mosia came, he said he saw the kids. They were all in one room.
Yeah.
You remember when Mosia said that? He had to put everyone in one room.
He did say it. He
Only
did
the
say it.
documentary specified that the kids were next door.
Yeah. But
One of the neighbors.
Yeah.
If the kids went to maybe the neighbor, they would have told the uncle to go check on the kids also. And the kids would be mentioned because the mother would come back and check on the kids first. And the mother wasn't in a rush to come back and check on her kid. She went somewhere else. And no one mentions the kids. And I think that's another thing that's a bit of a loophole.
yeah, that
I
is
don't know.
that is something to look at. Thank you.
But
Yeah, I have one more question, and I'm gonna. How many people did Mosia said they were in the house? Can you count? Can you remember?
He said
Can
they were
anyone-
family members.
Family members.
That's how
Again,
he put it.
I repeat. After this whole scene, where is Mthethwa? Like I keep on repeating. Remember this thing. It was something that happened, and everyone, even the guy of the crutches was there.
Yes.
To me, even Togo was there. He left the
Yes.
following day. Where was Mthethwa?
But on the documentary and the recordings, Mthethwa was running to the park. Was he not?
The police, did they see Mthethwa
Mthethwa.
from the park?
Did he ever come back after running to the park?
That's where I'm getting lost.
Yo, guys, going back to what Khumalo said, the two men entered the house with firearms.
Yeah.
He said he doesn't remember exactly what he had said, but he remembers these two men. And then Advocate Mshololo asked if he had recorded anything. Okay,
Hello.
let's take the line.
Hello?
Hi guys, how are you?
We are
and
good. How are you?
I'm fine. Emily, looking beautiful as always.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Hey.
that. Thank you.
I'm also looking handsome.
So guys, I don't have much of comments except to say, thank you for doing this every day. I am intentionally not following the
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 case.
case.
the case anymore. Like
Yeah.
it just drained me a lot the last time.
Yeah.
And this time I was like, I'm just going to be intentional. I'm not going to follow it because wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like why are we being played so much? I mean, maybe I'm gonna start watching it when they bring the people that were in the house. Maybe it will make sense, at least for me from then. But from watching you guys all the time, you get to understand some of the things.
Yeah.
And hence I'm saying I'm just here to appreciate what you're doing because it is very interesting and at least we are picking up this and that. And I mean, it's like we're speaking as a family and we're just appreciating what we're getting from you guys.
Yes. Thank you
Otherwise,
so
I'm
much.
not following. I'm hoping I will, though. If we bring the people that were in the house.
Yes.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so
God
much.
that whatever they do, they don't try and pin this to other people because honestly speaking, guys, there's no way we'll continue going this direction without bringing the people that were in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That is true. No, we appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Continue the
much.
great work.
Thank you
Thank
with the
you.
encouragement as well. We really appreciate it. Yo, hi guys.
Hello.
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 Hey,
Hi.
how are you?
I'm fine anyway, sir.
We are good here.
Mina ngicela ukukhuluma isilungu ngisiyazi alright.
Okay.
Indaba le man yizisa ibuhlungu ngoba kune lapha ngifuna ukuphuma khona ku topic kancane.
Okay.
Ngoba akusiyi topic le ndaba le umuntu madubuliwe ufanele kabiza ilwa iambulance yimuthatha yimuyise esibhedlele kwenze njani ukuthi bona baphinda bamthatha ngemoto yabo bangigijimisele esibhedlele.
Hey. Mfowethu ubuza.
Wazisisa mkhulu. Mabafanele babize iambulance ithatha lo muntu bahamba naye esibhedlele. Yeah. Wayibona. Iyabonisa ukuthi namlawa lapha ekhaya. Kusho ukuthi le ndaba yenziwe ngawe or ngomunye umuntu. Ngoba wena awunamali nami anginamali. Masizoba siboshile. Umuntu kaphethe imali yena angaboshi. Kunini labantu balibhizi ekhoto why ba umthetho uthi yini? Umthetho mawufanele wenza something ngabo labantu ukudala.
Yeah.
Eish.
Dala ngale ndaba lo baba lesijika jikiswa ngayo sisalindile namanje sizwa kubayasithola isigwebo na.
Eish.
Usho ukuthi ijele yifanekele umuntu lo engathi anganamali lo aphethe imali yena angangene ejele.
Aish, mfowethu uqinisile mawuyibeka kanjalo. Yazi yilento engilokhu ngisho ngithi
le ndaba yingizisa inhliziyo ebuhlungu igama ngiyinoneni.
Yeah, siyabonga
bazayidiscussa sizayizwa endabeni.
Yeah, siyabonga.
Danke mkhulu.
Yeah. Hey, that is true though. Because one, there's what we call, is it contempt of
court?
Of what? That area scene or whatsoever.
Or the crime scene.
Yeah. Because they removed the person.
Yes.
And that is at least something that you start arresting at.
Defeating the ends of justice.
Yes. So according to our law in South Africa, all these people who were in the house except for kids, they were supposed to be arrested for that.
Yes, detained overnight.
Detained for that overnight. Yes, questioning,
interrogated.
And then
immediately.
Mepiri is supposed to be saving something because he cleaned the house. There's even witnesses that saw Mepiri cleaning the house. All these statements that we are reading here, why is no one arrested?
That is a very good question.
Because somewhere, somehow, someone did something wrong.
Intentionally.
Even Constable Mthethwa. You come across a person who moved a person and then all of a sudden that person is dead. Why shouldn't you have just stopped there and arrested those people?
Angithi uthe they had to be excused. They said to them, you can now be excused. Amaboss amakhulu. Hello, welcome to Mzansi Reality.
No, we close this one. We shut this one. It's something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said that, you know what, they were told that you can be excused. Once Mosia arrived, they were instructed that now you can be excused. We are taking over. This is a high-profile case.
I fully understand. Then Mosia should be in jail.
Mosia. Ngikhala ngumsia mina.
Mosia should be in jail. So Ndlovu should have passed away in jail. You know, maybe he wasn't going to pass away in any case if he was in jail.
Going back to in the car, get imagine they're in the car traveling back to the crime of the scene, the crime scene, pardon me. And Ute, two men entered the house with firearms, right?
Yeah.
And then he didn't record this. He says he didn't record this. Advocate Mshololo was asking, where did you record this? And he said in the pocketbook, the very same pocketbook that today now could not be found.
Hence I'm saying that this guy, he covered himself. Maybe indeed, I would like to believe that he thought it was still there. I would like to believe that he thought it was still there.
Now, another thing that Mosia consistently lied about was the fact that he arrived after Brigadier Ndlovu, while in the meantime, he's the one who arrived first.
Old men lying in a stand in an oath. That shows that this law of ours is not biting. It is only meant for people who do not have money.
Yeah, Ushilo Watia, it's not so. Captain Zwani was the one in charge of the crime scene. He had already shown Mosia everything. It was now time for the big bosses to arrive. So Captain Zwani, Mosia, then the tax team. That was the order. So Captain Zwani is the one who told Mosia. Mosia then explained to the tax team of Brigadier Ndlovu. They were then told to be excused because it was a high-profile case, and then they were excused. Captain Zwani had shown Mosia everything. So Mosia, did he mention Captain Zwani? That is my question. Did
No.
Mosia mention Captain Zwani?
No, on purpose or not on purpose, I don't know. But there was no Zwani that was mentioned by Mosia. Mosia, yes.
Captain Zwani left with them, Constable Mthethwa at the time, now Sergeant Mthethwa, but he left with them. They conveyed everything to Captain Zwani, then Captain Zwani showed Mosia everything. Mosia was left with the scene. So Mosia lied, guys. Mosia lied. He lied.
And Mosia says, I also left the scene to go. Yes.
So they asked him whether he saw Mosia take any pictures, and he said that he had already left when Mosia took the pictures.
Honestly speaking, is it possible that they just crash this 636 thing and release the people that need to be out, and those who are serving their sentence continue serving their sentence for something else, and then we start focusing on Senzo's case? Because this one is the waste of time and the waste of state's
It's like it's going nowhere. You know what the painful thing about what I'm experiencing is that at the end of the day, we have nothing.
Nothing.
Then it's gonna be...
So, my point is, this whole case is a mockery case of 375. And I've said this before. And the painful thing that I always feel, and maybe I'm always conflicted also, I end up not liking some of the things that are done by Mshololo. But the painful thing, and not to actually forget that obviously if Mshololo loses, that means then 375 is dead. Do you understand? So we still need Mshololo to win this case. But can we scratch this? Because this is nothing other than just for me, a created case. This is allegedly, according to me, it's a created case. 636 looks like a created thing.
This is a portion of Mosia's statement. On 27th of October 2014 at 0020, I attended a scene at 1351 at Kutlanong Street where I met Brigadier Ndlovu, who pointed out certain points to me of which I took photographs.
Right.
Blatant lie.
This guy was lying, man. And guys, let us think about this. Let us just connect this puzzle.
Okay.
The case starts, right? In a couple of days after starting, Brigadier Ndlovu passes away. Mosia comes to stand. It was Mosia's turn, right, to testify.
Yes, he was sick.
And then he gets sick, and then Brigadier Ndlovu passes away, allegedly, right? And then, after that, Mosia comes back. He gives us Brigadier Ndlovu all the way. All the way. All the way. Then people think that I'm heartless if I say that he must come back from heaven, wherever he is. He must come back and answer here. Whether as a ghost or whatsoever, I don't care. I mean, honestly, what are we left with then? This guy is not here to answer. He's not here.
Yeah, it's a lot. Today was a lot, you guys.
How are we even supposed to believe that indeed this man passed away? If we are fed this man by the man who is not also credible on his own, also allegedly, according to the statements that has been given, they are contradicting each other there.
Contradiction after contradiction
Ah,
after contradiction after contradiction. It was just one of the most.
How are we supposed then to break this case? Most important puzzle. And by the way, guys, thank you. 404 people that are watching.
Thank you,
please
guys.
Smash,
Thank you.
Smash that, like button.
button.
Let us at least leave it at 200. It's on 90 right now. If you forgot to smash the button, please smash that button. Yes, we are all frustrated by this case. But remember, we need you. You need us. Let us do this thing together, guys. I am frustrated because this Brigadier Ndlovu, I mean, unless they come with it, I don't know what I would need to believe that he really passed away.
So, in his testimony at the Pretoria High Court over 2 days, which was almost marred by his perceived arrogance when answering questions that resulted in Judge Shipiwa Maumela subtly reprimanding him from posing questions to defense counsel as opposed to answering, Mthethwa told the court that contamination of the scene was only possible in the eyes if it might have been done before they arrived at the scene on the first occasion. In his testimony, that's what he said. And at the initial stages of his cross-examination by defense counsel Dazandile Mshololo, Mthethwa refused to tell the court his highest level of education. At this stage, Maumela intervened and requested Mthethwa to answer comprehensively or indicate if he could not answer what the defense counsel had asked. Okay, Mr. Mthethwa, you seem to retort when you are being asked a question. Indicate by answering that you don't know or you have nothing to say on the comments post, Maumela said. Mthethwa also said
Wait.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi. I'm so coming back. I just have 2 questions that I need to ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you guys think Ndlovu really passed away?
I don't know.
You also don't know.
I don't know.
Right.
In my humble
Like
opinion,
Mthethwa said, we all had, guys.
we all heard that he passed away.
It was never.
Because I really didn't believe that story. I mean, I'm actually referring from the time the case started last time, not this time. I don't know what they said about him this time, but like, I'm still not sure about that. And I think also the second thing is, okay, I like that from my following, as you guys speak, are saying Mshololo was doing well this time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not such a fan. So I'm like, what is it that I wanted to ask? Okay, I wanted to ask Suti, do you guys think she's really playing for the right team?
Look, do I think that Mshololo is playing for the right team? Now I am a bit convinced that yes, he is poking because of his questioning. You know, after this whole process of posting Zandi, posting her, I was not convinced. I was not so sure. But now he's poking questions that are leaving this case wide open, meaning that we need Mshololo to win for this guy. Who pays Mshololo's money for this guy? No one knows. But we need Mshololo to win this case. If Mshololo wins this case, then all is good because we can start with 375.
Okay, hopefully then maybe we're going the right direction, because I'm not really, like, I wasn't trusting her. And also, I think for me, shame, if I have to be honest, what drained me the most was that Zandi posting her, and all of a sudden her and her sister becoming, sisterly suddenly. And also everything that they are saying, man, that has to do with the whole Senzo Meyiwa thing. Like, I just feel these people aren't even, when people just speak, like, they don't really care, like nobody died. Like, I can't even, I can't even,
they play victim.
Get really frustrated.
They play
when
victims.
Kelly had and now she would go on and on about someone that you loved, and now you're gonna go on TV and say this whole things that she says about him suddenly. And it's like, even if people were poking you to that point, you can't. I mean, you're in love with this person. There's no way you'd be able to say stuff that Kelly says about this guy. Like, suddenly you're able to say stuff like that about his parents and all that. To do what? To prove that you did what? You didn't kill him? What is it that she's trying to prove? The entire time she speaks about him as if she's not speaking about a person that she was in love with. I mean, the father of her daughter, like you're just like, hi, boy, this girl, is she okay?
Yeah.
The whole time when she speaks, I'm like, is she okay? Like, how is she? And also being so confident, man, I think that's what I hate the most with the both of them. And I'm so sad because I thought Zandi was the sensible one in this whole thing, but she was also now a part of it for whatever reason.
Yeah.
I'm like, hi, boy, even to this day, because the case is not over, she should be crying, honestly. Each time she needs to watch this case, she should be crying. But no, Ugel is confident. Ugel is moving on. Ugel is happy. How?
Yeah, this is a very interesting one. But then there is a comment here by Lufate. They should also question the person who declared him dead. And they thought about that. I'm hoping that at least this time government is going to play one proper role of keeping those records. And that person, we need that person alive.
That is a very important person.
At least one thing. Okay, guys, continue, Shim. I needed to come back to just vent.
Yeah, that's why we are here. That's why we are here. We are here for you. Just come and vent, because some people, when you speak about it, they judge. They've got their faves, they will eat you alive. You're like heaven.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so this is a safe space. Yes, we're not gonna stop anybody from saying anything.
Continue on that.
When I was talking about what was happening in court. Oh yes, Mthethwa also said that he disagreed with previous state witnesses and police forensic expert Thabo Mosia, who testified that the police took about 4 hours to arrive at the scene of the crime. He also said he did not share the same sentiments with Mosia relating to the delays from law enforcement to attend the scene when they were called, which could have resulted in the scene being compromised. So I know nothing about this, so I will not comment. We are fast in our approach, he said. He also took a swipe at Mshololo for not allowing him to testify only on the elements of the incident he could still remember. This was against the backdrop of being required to confirm whether the two alleged perpetrators on the night Meyiwa was shot and killed had firearms.
Now you see why I say that this guy was willing to actually give us something more. But because Mshololo is only for this case, she didn't think of the future case.
Case 375.
If it was day 4 was gonna let this guy vent, because Tifo is like that. Tifo was gonna let the flow of the hurt and all that vent and finish, so that we get that on record, and then we'll be able to retrieve it and use it as evidence. Now, the cutting, even Vaseline, is very strategic.
Yeah, he does cut anything that affects 375.
He cuts all those things that are affecting 375. Yes.
According to his testimony, Mthethwa said a woman who had identified herself as Khumalo, whom they met at Butsilong Hospital, drove back to the house in their police vehicle and told them that Meyiwa had been shot and killed in a botched robbery. I said I don't remember whether she said both had a gun.
Hello?
Hi.
Okay.
I said I don't remember whether she had both had a gun or only one had a gun. I can't fully remember something that happened in 2014. I'm also requesting that you allow me to say what I can recall. What I don't recall, maybe the next witness will come and confirm that, but I am only saying what I can recall. He confirmed that Khumalo told them that a cell phone was taken from the incident. Yeah, this is also another thing that was very interesting.
You confirm?
He confirmed that Khumalo told them that a cell phone was taken from the incident.
So Khumalo now was all of a sudden the person saying all these things.
She was venting in that car, and that pocketbook was very important.
And then they only had that pocketbook.
Yeah, he said he was recording in that pocketbook.
That strategically disappeared.
Yes. Yes. He further contradicted Mosia's evidence, which said that the deceased head of detectives, Mthethwa Ndlovu, was the first senior official to arrive at the scene. I don't know where he got that from, but to us, it's Mosia who arrived first. The trial will continue on Monday. So yeah, that was
guys.
it.
You can call. It's Friday today. No one is working tomorrow unless...
Yeah. You can call in and share your thoughts, your opinions, and everything you want to vent regarding this
We've got you.
case.
As you are doing it, please smash that like button, guys. We are on a certain number that I cannot see now, but we are above 100. Smash that like button and subscribe, guys. Just reach 100 of subscription here. Why not? It's
Why
Friday.
not? It's Friday.
It's Friday. And we've got nothing else to say.
Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Mzansi Reality.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and yourself? Hello.
I'm fine. My little contribution, I just want to thank you for the Lord's work that you are doing.
Thank you.
Because in proper analysis sees Walana from this channel than anywhere else. And what you say here on this platform, it actually makes a lot of sense. Whereas this whole thing really affects me as if like Senzo Meyiwa. But like you see, everybody is hurt, and I don't know why abantu laba ababesendlini why bengafuni ukuthi bakhuluma amaqiniso, because honestly, like if they put themselves in the family's shoes, kufanele babe nonembezi. I've never seen such people, and kunokungcola phakathi kwe-NPA namaphoyisa. I've never been a police officer, but if mina ngifika ku scene ye crime and then I don't condone that space and ngizophuma nje ngihambe, I've never heard about it. That was a well-rehearsed pathetic lie. And the lo baba lo abamthi Mthethwa lwana, he has this attitude eyomuntu onikeze i-brown envelope. But then like what I'm enjoying the most, he is beginning to crack, and I just wish ukuthi if Mthethwa was here, it was just going to be interesting. But anyway, we'll just wait and see. Ukuthi umuntu lo abazomusa lana on Monday, we'll see who that person is, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
But I just feel for the Meyiwa family. That's all I can say. And once again, thank you for doing the Lord's work.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We are good. You've been calling.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. Anonymous, talking to Neo.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm concerned. Yeah, man, I'm concerned about this case. The question that I'm having is that those people that were inside the house
Yes.
by the time of the incident,
Yes.
did the LTRC guy, the forensic guy, did he did a PR test from all of them, or what happened? Because now, if there was someone who thought by death, the PR test was also going to indicate that man, this person is shot, because it lasts for about 24 or 48 hours. So that's my concern. I want to find out.
What's a PR test?
Can you repeat that and then try to educate us here?
What is a PR test?
or the PR test, that one, you know, when you shoot with the firearm,
Yeah.
there's that gun residue that comes out of the fire. So it stays there in your head, even though you can wash your hands for about 48 hours, if I'm not mistaken. It will always be there.
Yeah. Now I like your theory. Now I'm gonna ask you a question before you ask me a question.
Yeah.
Where
I don't know whether you understand me now. If I can just ask it in Joanna, maybe you can understand.
No, we understand your question, and I like it. What I'm saying is that where was Mthethwa?
No, I'm not asking about. I'm asking that those ones by the time of the incident, those ones who were inside the house.
Yes.
Yes.
My worry here is I'm not disturbing you, and you are right in asking that. What if the people who were in the house, all of them, maybe they didn't shoot? That's why they were there.
The thing is that they were supposed to be taking those swabs for PR test to exclude them. Even if you might find some of them might be an accidental shot. Then to exclude them scientifically. There must be a PR test done on them on that particular day.
Now listen to this. This is going to break your spirit. There's someone commenting, Leonard Chauke. Mosia already considered that there was no gun residue. There were no residue done.
Oh, that was like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
The last time. Yeah, he did say that there was no gun residue tests done on the people that were at the house.
The question is why?
Why?
Hey.
Why?
Let's leave it there, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Why?
Thank you very much. I feel like people. Hello. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
We are very good here. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Excuse me, maybe I'm calling you wrong number.
Who's this?
This is Mzansi Reality.
Senzo Oscar.
Okay. Oscar.
Hi, Oscar.
Oh, yeah, this is the right number.
This is the correct number.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm on live.
Yes, you're live.
You're live.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Hey, I was just being concerned, man, about this case of Senzo Meyiwa.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's this the right time to call.
Yeah, it is the right time.
the right
You
time.
are live right now. Yeah.
You are live. Say it.
They was actually in those things that happened today in Mthethwa side.
Yeah.
That they were talking about someone getting, after the police went to hospital, getting and clean and whatever. It was the person, that lady who went inside because they said they went out because the police, they saw the light of the head of the police that is coming out from outside. Is that person a member family, and why they were cleaning there?
Why was he?
Why they were cleaning that place?
Because allegedly, or according to them, they were making sure that the police do not see that they were drinking, the people who were in the house.
But that it means that they were confusing the evidence.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of things that we still go through here.
Yeah.
If it is, that is the point. So this is confusing. So let's just hope that at the end, those people, they must go in front of everyone and question why they were doing that, and then what was their actual motive behind those things, and see what is happening.
Yes. I would be very interested. Like right now, I'm not interested in the next police because, come on, they're gonna say the same thing. Contradiction already. SAPS contradictions. Let us talk about people who are in the house, people who have done something in the house from the first hand. Why did you clean the house?
Yeah, that's the big question. Because where there's something or a scene that happened, you can't just go in as an individual person or as a neighbor and say, I'm trying to help them with something like that.
Yeah.
There's a gunshot, there's a lot of things. You can't just go in.
Yeah, that is true.
You see what is happening.
That is true.
So
Yeah.
anyway, we just actually hear from them what will be happen. But I appreciate what you're doing, guys. I'm happy.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, keep them call coming. We don't have any problem here. We are chilling here. I'm even drinking water where I am. Emil, what are you drinking that side?
Unfortunately, I don't drink anything.
I'm drinking water.
I don't drink anything because I'm afraid I may spill. I may spill and ruin my
Smash that
stuff
like
here.
button, smash that subscribe button. Become a member also. We have a member there, a membership. We are
Yes.
going to obviously.
The plan is to put the content there. So,
Hello.
hi,
Hello.
hi.
The TV.
How are you, Mr. Anonymous?
The TV
We are
behind.
good,
We are
but can you
good.
lower the volume of the
Am I live
TV?
now?
Yeah,
Yes,
you're live.
please lower the volume on the TV.
No, Mr. Anonymous as well as Sis Emily.
Yeah.
I just want to compliment you guys for what you are doing for us.
Yeah.
Because for me now, like the time me testify, I don't know whether it was Mr. Mthethwa.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't watch that cross examination, but
Yeah.
I just watch your show unpacking everything like what happened. And then nangithatha nje nangibeka ngifuna ukubonga kakhulu for what you've done.
Thank
Just
you.
it's a compliment.
Thank
I've
you
got
very much.
nothing to say. It's just a compliment. Keep on doing this for us. We are enjoying it.
Thank
Thank
you. very much.
you. Thank you so much.
Sharp.
Ooh,
Sharp.
you guys are humbling me. Oh.
Yeah, guys, why do we humble Emil here? Let's humble her with the subscription.
Yeah, I'm so humble.
Smash that like button, guys. I requested for 200 likes and then a bit of 100 subscribers, right? Because we
That
have
would be nice.
385 right now. We are playing around 385 and 400 and something. This is the only show that gives you the voice, man. You obviously can talk here. Here you can grieve with us. You can be angry with us. It's
You
okay.
can be emotional.
As long as-
In this court of public opinion, you are allowed to be emotional. There's no decorum here.
It's emotional
You
damage.
can be emotional. You
Yeah.
are allowed.
Yes.
Come and join us. Let's be emotional together. Okay, let us do what we can to follow it because it's very important. This is the most important
There
case.
is, dude, how stupid are we to believe that the old people will clean the house knowing very well that someone was shot in the house? Indeed, 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 indeed.
They wanted to give Maggie Piri a very big blame.
Yeah, but I feel like all that apology from, was it Zandi?
Zandi on the interview.
Apologizing from Mepi.
Guys, did you catch that apology? That apology to Maggie Piri.
Yeah. By the way, I see that people are reviewing Khumalo show. I just wanted to ask you a question.
Okay, ask.
In that fortune teller or whatsoever that thing was, who tells people their future things.
A numerologist.
Yeah.
I don't watch the show, but I did watch
I
the
saw the
clip
clip.
of Showmax.
Yeah. What men were they talking about there when they talked about the granny and then Kaylee was talking about the granny and then all of a sudden there was
Well,
a man.
Kelly said that it is the spirit of her grandmother who had the spirit of a man.
Whoa. A spirit of a grandmother who had a spirit of a man.
Yes.
That's emotional damage. There's no such thing.
Since you understand tradition and
No.
all of this,
They like guys.
like what is going on? Can an ancestor appear as a spirit that
male.
is imposed by another? What is going
As
on?
a male,
Yeah.
while she's a female,
Yeah.
there's no feminism in spirit. There's no feminism.
So the people abathi mina ngenwe idlozi lendoda.
Kusuke
Noma ngenwe
kulidlozi
idlozi-
lendoda.
Okay.
That's it. Kusuke
But
ngene
can
indoda.
idlozi elukungene noma elihamba nawe, can that ancestor that is with you, that is with that had the spirit of a man, even in after they pass on, do they still appear like that, or are you actually supposed to see these two spirits separately? That is my question.
What is the question again?
Auntie, she's saying that it is the spirit of her grandmother.
Yeah.
Her grandmother had the spirit of a man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So since both of these spirits are deceased.
Just stop there so that you don't confuse yourself.
Okay.
Just right there.
Okay.
If someone has a spirit, did you see when Babu Dlamu was being buried? Did you see that kobongo that was poured there?
It was a kobongo.
That's where,
it was like
that's
a
where the
cup
spirit,
of
you
mufi.
cannot inherit the spirit of Bungoma or whatsoever. That thing is a lie.
So you don't die.
inherit someone's spirit. You inherit that person, yes, as a spirit,
Yeah.
who's your dozy. That's
Yeah.
okay. But inheriting someone's spirit on behalf of, there is no such thing. So that man that they were seeing, there is a man. That's it. There's no she who, she he.
So it's just
no,
the spirit
it's a
of a
man.
man.
It's the spirit of a man that was that they saw there.
Yo, guys. And us.
I don't know if you understand where this thing is going. But anyway, I feel sad right now. I feel sad and emotional. It's Friday, but I'm emotional. That's why I didn't want to shoot. Guys, please subscribe and like the video.
Okay, so I'm seeing.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, Emily. No,
Hi.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the last point that I wanted to ask again. The lady, the one who was cleaning the house. Are you there?
Yes,
yeah, we're here.
we are here.
Yeah. The one who was cleaning the house. Isn't it defeating the ends of justice?
It is.
It is.
Isn't it contaminating of evidence? It's equals to defeating the ends of justice.
It is.
What they should have done, they should have charged her with defeating the ends of justice. And she was going to crack and tell the truth.
Exactly. That's what we've been preaching. Exactly.
Okay,
You are
no,
correct. Thank you.
It is actually. Thank you. It is.
Seems as if no one wanted to charge anyone here. No one wanted to charge
I feel
anyone.
like you are correct in saying maybe this case was never supposed to see a day in court.
That's my feeling. The case, the way it was created, it was never supposed to be something that we had to analyze and sit like this and analyze. It was, according to me, never supposed to see the day in court. If you get what I'm saying. Never. Because you cannot create these much loopholes from seniors, the so-called seniors, Mosia and all those people. Now they are caught wandering with their pens down. What the hell is this? These are people who write affidavits for living, man. What the hell is this? And then all of a sudden the handbook disappeared, the pocket book
And
I predicted that thing. Like
you
it is
did yesterday.
You know everything they're gonna do is like predictable,
It's
man.
predictable because
You can
they're
literally
trying
tell what
allegedly to cover.
what is the next move.
You did predict it that, you know what, that pocketbook, I don't have faith that is going to show up tomorrow.
It's because if it was there, it was done. They can bring all the people to look for that thing. Even the same police that is gonna come, the partner is still gonna say the pocketbook is not there.
Same story.
Or you'll say I didn't write because I was driving.
I have a feeling that that's the next witness.
The next witness should
Constable
be Constable
Matebo.
Matebo. Obviously, they're going to bring her, and they're going to guide her also. I hope she's more calmer than Mr. Mthethwa.
I practice.
She's busy practicing. Didn't you see the bullet when you got in? No, we didn't. We just got in and got out. It was quick.
We saw two cans.
We saw
Don't
two cans.
forget the two cans.
and even the interpreter then start taking things out of context. We saw the buckle. No. Cans.
Amakani means cans.
This man, instead of telling us the truth, is correcting the guy.
Is a can.
They ended. We are not laughing, guys, because we are laughing at those cases, but we are laughing because we need to laugh at some point. Honestly speaking, we need to laugh at some point.
At some point.
What more do we have?
Yeah.
There's no Tifo anymore. There's nothing. At least Tifo had a sense of humor. Tifo would call a bull. What did you say? This weight. This is not nonsense or something.
This is an effed up situation. There's even a meme on it. This is an effed up situation.
How do you call it, my lordies? I'm sorry, guys. We have to laugh. If you don't laugh, you're gonna be stressed.
Yeah, you're gonna be stressed
because this case
and you're gonna
is
be
stressing.
sick. We're gonna be sick. We're hoping that this case doesn't make you sick. It doesn't make you depressed.
It does get into me. You know, sometimes I'll be submitting emails late and thinking, no, man, I need to hear what the answer is here. And the guy just lies. And then you're like, what? Did you do so? You know, I was so sure. The first video we did about this guy.
Yes.
If you only watch that video,
and
then you come back after 5 days, you're like, what? 12? This guy talked about 10. Not 12. He was in a police station at 10. To oath at 10.
Yes,
not
to submit
12.
the statements at the police station at 10. Good thing like today it changed.
Today it was between 11, 12.
11:30.
I'm like, this guy, what time is he using?
Not today he changed times. He was a time shifter today.
But what did I say about this guy telling the truth about the first time? The first time he tells the truth. It was between 7 and what.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it's 8 and all
8,
that.
and then 10.
And then now he talked about 10. We oath this thing at 10. Okay, well, we sleep, we wake up completely changed to close to 12. And Vaselina is busy leading that. You talked. You were asked about the time. You talked about 200. Is it what? 2200.
2200.
And then no, I said I made a mistake there. It's between 11 and 12. You're like, what the hell? Aren't you supposed to get the truth, Vaselina? Aren't you standing for the truth?
He is supposed to get the truth. He's the NPA.
The guy that we trust.
He is the NPA. Okay.
Can you imagine?
National Prosecution Authority.
Guys, again, we appreciate you. Please subscribe, and we are getting out now. If you still haven't called and you wanted to call, we'll give you that chance if you do call now. But we are moving out.
Yeah, now we are
it's my
calling
time
it
to
a wrap.
also go and sleep. And it was nice having you guys here. We enjoyed having you. Please subscribe on your way out. Hit that bell so that you also get notified when you go live.
When every time we go live.
Like the video, and we enjoyed having you around. We love you. Karin. Yeah, Vaseline. Aye, that one is Vaseline. When he speaks, the judge sleeps. That one is
I thought I was the only one noticing.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
We are good, and you?
Yes, am I live?
Yeah, you are
Yes,
live.
you are live.
Exactly.
Welcome to Mzansi Reality.
Yes, thanks. You know what, Sergeant Mthethwa, you know what did you mandate me? The time when Advocate Mshololo asked there,
Yeah.
how many were you guys? And then the started having you four. That guy, he was not, he couldn't, that's when he was caught that he was lying.
Yeah.
I think that's what breaks me as well.
Yeah.
That's what really breaks me because of, I think we didn't expect that to come.
Yeah.
And from there, it was all the way spiraling down. It became a mess, a real mess. Huh? It was even shivering, wiggling his tongue. It was worse. Never thought he'd do that.
Yeah, it was worse. It was worse. The guy was so normally we are born into Umzulu. They always hide their fear through showing that strong personality. That guy is not rude. I don't think that guy is rude. He's just hiding behind, like So manje ngeze njani mina.
Yona leyo.
There was dubura mabodo.
Dubura yonke into. Kukhona ukudubula khona lapho.
Yeah.
The other thing what I've seen is that it reminded me when I was young. You know, when you are young, you want to propose a girl, you go there, and then you say, okay, when you say 1, 2, 3, I say 2 and 5.
Yeah.
Immediately when the girl says 6, you're out. You don't know what to say. Because the person is asking whatever the girl was stressed about.
I know that struggle.
His arrogance.
I know that struggle.
That he wants to follow the brief.
Yeah.
But the way Mshololo is standing around, it's a classic move.
Yeah. No, that is true. I know the struggle, man.
Okay, thank you guys for this nice show. It was the first time listening to your show today. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you very
I
much.
even subscribed.
Thank you
for subscribing.
Because one subscriber, can you be part of it also at home? Thank you.
So,
Thank you guys. You had one person subscribe. Why are you gonna live without subscribing? Binge watching us? I mean, real guys.
Pamela Mdluli says Neo and I will call 1,000 times. Don't stop. Keep calling us. Keep calling. We love it
when you call. We love it when you engage because we realize that we are not hallucinating. You know, when we are watching this case alone, and you feel like it's like politics of South Africa.
Yeah.
When you start knowing things and you can piece the puzzle of everything where it moves. I'm telling you, I got depressed. All of a sudden, I told this other woman, I never talk about politics with me anymore. I'm tired. I'm out. Time out.
They're depressing.
Yeah, because, like when they make a like certain law, you know, is to allow this man so that I can make money. The same man who's making that law. It is depressing. So it's same as this whole case.
Yeah.
According to us, I promise you 90% or even 99% of people, they would like to see this case end, this 636 nonsense end.
Yeah,
you know?
Aina
direction, aina lento le.
Just release those guys.
I would like to see 375 starting. Like these guys, it didn't work. That whole scam and sketch and whatnot, it did not work.
It didn't work.
It didn't stick. Move on. Let us move to 375. You know, let us find the as Fiso said, that Mr. Kele promised that there's a kingpin. Let us get the kingpin.
At least, you know.
You know, I don't have any problem with get a kingpin because that's what we're looking for.
Siam Siana says Mosia arrived at midnight, 20 past midnight, while the policeman was already at the station from the crime scene, but he says he left Mosia at the crime scene.
There
How?
You go. That's
Mosia came at 0020. Now these guys can lie. Yo.
That's what I'm trying to say. This guy told the truth. Half of it. Half. The fact that he saw Mosia, it's true. You know how I know?
How?
Because he voluntarily gave Ndlovu's name as a person he knows. That, by the way, he didn't go to Berry. He said Ndlovu came right after. And I mean, the way he's talking is so convinced in this case.
He did see him. He even said the photographer.
He didn't see the other one. Mosia was seen. But the only problem with this guy, if you give him time run, a ruler, he's going to mess it up. It's gonna mess it up because it's gonna keep on increasing it.
Ne?
That's where the problem is. The contradictions are on the timeline. But also, if you realize that this guy is gonna do that all the time, from the word go, I realize this guy doesn't need to be asked twice most of the time because he changes more so about the time. I would have took 7 and stick with 7.
Never ask him
I would
again.
have took 10 and stick with 10.
Just go with that 10.
If that guy did not mess those timeline, he would have been the most honest person in so far.
So overall, are we saying he's a credible witness or not?
He is not credible now because of the times.
Changed stories too many times.
The times were made to accommodate, for me, they were made to accommodate Mosia's time. And indeed, he did see Mosia, according to me. He did see Brigadier Ndlovu that he knows very well. You know? Well, why he didn't go bury him, I would have just asked that question for the fun of it in any case. I would have asked that question if it was me.
Yeah. I wish our media houses had captured that funeral. That was a very important funeral.
No, they didn't. I should have went with this camera of mine
and just
Yeah,
captured
it
that
was a very
funeral for
important
us.
funeral.
That is a very important funeral.
Yeah, because right now, we have no answers. Nothing. Guys, someone called. I couldn't take the call because there was still someone on the platform. But I'm leaving now. And please subscribe, man, guys. Subscribe.
Smamukweda says, I'm applying to be a lawyer. Just in case we still have to wait another 8 years, I'll be qualified. That's true. That's true. When this incident happened, people were in high school and now they are qualified attorneys and advocates. It's true, though.
Yeah, that is true. That
It's
is very
true.
funny.
Some people
That's a
were in
funny
high school and now they are attorneys, you know, they've passed the bar and they are now professionally qualified to
and again,
understand
guys,
what is
much
happening.
appreciation. We had in total 3,470 views.
Wow, that
And
is
then,
our highest number.
We have 348 as we knock out. That
Thank
subscription, I
you.
haven't checked the subscribers, but I'm sure that we are above 300 and something in terms of the new subscribers that we got. Please, guys,
Just from covering
be
this
part
case. Wow,
of
guys.
that. I'm just thinking.
You know the weird thing, Mr. Anonymous, is that I was actually skeptical about covering it. Candy, a lot of you guys are interested.
Exactly.
Wow. Because I thought I'm the only one who cares about this case. I thought it was just us.
Thank you for the love.
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Everything you've said, all the good comments you've shared today, the encouragement. Thank you. I'm going to have such a great night, and I hope you have a great night too. And stop stressing. We're going somewhere.
Here's the last one who doesn't want us to close. Hello. Okay. Right. It dropped. Bye.
Bye, guys.